Yeah, I kind of just want to do my fat loss program. Okay, well, how's that working out for you so far?
It's going okay. I'm seeing some results. I think maybe if I carried on with that, I could get reach my goal.
How long have you been on that program for?
A couple of weeks now.
Okay. And when you say it's going okay, you're getting some results. What do you mean by that specifically?
I mean, I'm losing some weight, you
Yeah,
know,
but how much weight? A pound a week, a pound a day? Like how much weight are we losing?
probably about a couple pounds a week, if I'm being honest, like max.
Okay. I mean, are you not tracking it?
No, because I don't know how to do that.
So is the program not showing you how to like track your progress every day, every step of the way?
There's some guidelines, but they're not really that specific, to be honest, because it is a sort of like a general program that I purchased. But it's going okay.
I mean, do you want something to go okay, or do you want something to go great? Because you sound a little timid, like, yeah, it's going okay. It's like, do you want to just be like okay and mediocre and get some results, or do you want to have a customized program tailored for you that shows you how to track, that shows you how to progress, that also updates your program along the way to avoid any plateaus? Because look, at the end of the day, the first part of weight loss is the easiest. You've never done a diet plan from what you've told me in 35 years of being on planet Earth. So you're holding a ton of water weight and a ton of very easy fat to lose. If you did pretty much any diet plan on planet Earth, it's going to be better than what you've been doing for the past 35 years. And you're probably going to see some results very quickly. But the problem is your body's going to plateau after you lose those first couple of 5, 10 pounds. And then you kind of get stuck where you're at. When you get stuck, you get bored. When you get bored, you don't want to do the program anymore. And then you gain all the weight back. That's what we want to avoid by giving you a customized program that's updated every step of the way so we can continue to lose the weight, not just lose a couple quick pounds from starving yourself on a diet plan and then you just gain it all back when you stop.
Yeah, that option sounds a lot better, to be honest.
What your prospect is doing in that scenario, they're comparing apples to Lamborghinis. The diet plan that they're on now is apples. They're not even tracking. They probably found it on the internet somewhere. It's probably not customized for them. Your program, fully customized accountability, workouts, diet, nutrition, supplements, that's the Lamborghini. So do you want apples or do you want Lamborghinis? Right. And like, especially if your program is only 2, 3, 4, 5K for the Lamborghini, sounds like a good deal to me.
That was Lamborghinis.
That's what I tell people. Like whenever people get on calls and like, well, I talked to this other coach and like they were only 5K. You told me your program is 10K. Can you match the price? Well, if that program was 5K, why didn't you hire them? And before they can answer, I say, if you were 100% confident that program could get you exactly what you're looking for, which you told me is a 55% close rate and $85,000 a month in revenue, if you were confident that you could spend 5K and get that, why didn't you? Well, the guy seemed a little bit newer. He didn't have as many testimonials. Now they're selling themselves on why they didn't buy that program because obviously they weren't confident in it. And then I say, okay, well, you have a $5,000 program that you weren't confident to get you the results. And now you have this program for $10,000, which you've already told me you're 100% confident can get you the results, but you want them to be the same price. Like we're comparing apples to Lamborghinis and you want them to cost the same, and that's just not how it works. So, will I discount and match my price to a program you weren't confident in? No. And if I was willing to discount and match my price to theirs, you shouldn't hire me because you shouldn't want to work with somebody that's willing to devalue themselves and their skill set just to make a sale.
I kind of get a bit nervous before every call. Like, how do you really deal with those pre-nerves?
There's nothing to be nervous about on a sales call. These people are on your calendar because they are not where they want to be, and you are simply providing a solution for them. And I'll give you an example. If you walked outside and your neighbor's house was on fire, would you be nervous to go get a bucket of water and dump the water on the house to help put out the fire? Or would your instincts just kick in? You run, you grab the hose, you start filling buckets of water, you start dumping it on the house. You don't even think twice about it, right? Because you
Yeah.
want to help your neighbor because their house is on fire. These people are getting on a call with you because their house is on fire. Their metabolism's out of whack, their weight gain is severe, they're not confident, they're anxious, they're insecure, and so they're getting on a call with you, desperately looking for help. What is there to be nervous about? You're just here to help these people, just like you're there to dump water on your neighbor's house and put the fire out. You're here just to align people who need help with a solution that we know can help them, right? If this was an offer without a proven track record that you weren't 100% confident in could work, maybe I could see the nerves coming up a little bit because you're like, man, like, what if they buy it and it doesn't work for them? What if our fulfillment team doesn't actually deliver what I'm promising? So you have a little bit of nerves about that, but you're on an offer with a reputable, proven track record that's been around for a decade plus, right? So there's nothing to be nervous about. You know that this prospect, let's call her Cheryl, is significantly better off with you than she is without you. So there's nothing to be nervous about. It's like I'm just helping put the fire out. If anything, she should be nervous getting on the call with me because of where she's at in her life. So you shouldn't feel nervous about that. You should feel excited to change her life. That's why when people are like, oh, don't you feel pushy on your sales calls? No, not at all. My response would be, don't you feel like shit when you don't push people, you don't hold them accountable, and they don't make the investment and don't get the help they need, and then you run into them on the street a day, a week, a month, or 10 years from now, and they're in the exact same spot that they were in when you originally talked to them a decade ago? Don't you feel like shit? I'm not afraid of making people feel a little bit uncomfortable because I know that if that uncomfortability gets them to make the investment, they will come back and thank me later. They will come back and say, dude, thank you for helping me get out of my own way. I had a client I was on a FaceTime with last night. Same thing. He gave me a million objections. I want to talk to my parents. I want to talk to my girlfriend. I need to wait. I don't have enough money. Did it like every objection in the book he gave me. And I was just cool, calm, and collected in the buying pocket, held him accountable, showed him why he needed to make this investment. He just had a record breaking over $30,000 month last month. He's told me 30 times in the past 2 months how I've changed his life. But that can't happen if I don't go to war and step up and step out for him and hold him accountable and help him make a decision that I know is exactly what he needs. If you know that this program is exactly what these people need, you got to enroll them one way or the other on a payment plan, a paid in full, a financing option. Give them an extra month, give them some extra one-on-one support, whatever they need, you give to them and help them make a buying decision because it's ultimately what they need to change their life.